Boker Tov, one Mishnah for today, Pesachim Perek Zayin. We're finishing up still from Pesach. Perek Zayin, Mishnah Yud Aleph. Kol hane'echal b'shor hagadol ya'achel bigdi harach. So we mentioned that the Korban Pesach is a sheep or a goat up to 1 year old. So it's a small animal. And now every person that was part of the group of the Korban Pesach needed to eat at least a kazait of the meat. Now what happens is when animals are small, the parts are very soft, but sometimes when they get older, there are certain parts that harden to a point that are unedible. And therefore the Mishnah tells us, how do you measure how many kazaits are in this animal? You have to look at it as if it were a adult animal. After those pieces have hardened, then the kazaits that are left, that's the proper amount. Whereas if you have a baby animal and there's parts that are soft that I can eat now, those don't count towards the kazaits. I have to look at as if when it's fully big, the ones that are hardened, then now they don't count. And he says, the Mishnah says, Rashik Nafayim Ve'asechusim, those are included, meaning the top of the shoulder blades and various parts of cartilages, like the ears, for instance, those are included in the kazaits that one could eat, because after much cooking, it is edible. Okay. The Torah tells us, you're not allowed to break the bones. We spoke about this yesterday. You're not allowed to break the bones of the Korban Pesach, even though marrow bone is a Moroccan delicacy, but not on Korban Pesach, because we're royalty. We don't eat. That's poverty, eating the inside of the bone. And therefore, to asur from the Torah to break the bone and eat the marrow on the night of the Pesach. So, hashover et ha'etzim b'Pesach ha'taor, harei ze lokeh 40. Not only is it, the rabbi tells you, no, don't eat the marrow, but the Torah says, but lashes. So if a guy's there and there's witnesses, there's a group, hey, don't break, I don't care, I want marrow bone. No, please. And there's warning, etc. They go to Bedin afterwards. Lashes, 40 lashes, 39 lashes. Okay, that's Pesach HaTahor. Aval, Hamotir Batahor, Ve'ashover Batameh, and Aloket Arba'im. So we'll talk about Shover Batameh. Let's say a person, I don't care, and he broke the bone, and he ate it, but then we found out, unfortunately, that that Korban Pesach was Tameh. So maybe he didn't fulfill the mitzvah in the first place of eating the kazait, but because he did the violation of breaking the bone and eating the marrow on a tameh animal, he doesn't get the lashes. Hamotir batahor, one of the averot that we said is notar, where Hashem commands us we have to eat the entire Korban Pesach on the night of Pesach. It can't be any leftovers. We said, now there's a whole group, everybody is part of this group, everyone make sure that everyone's going to eat the entire thing, but let's say someone falls asleep, someone got sick, etc., and what can we do? There's leftovers. So it's a violation. So does that violation mean that now there's lashes? So the Mishnah says no lashes. Why not? So the Rabbi Ovadia ben Bartenura explains two reasons why there's no lashes, and this is a violation of the Torah. Hashem says, Lo totiru mimenu. You're not allowed to do notar. So here it's called a lav anitak la'aseh. There is a aseh achar lo taseh. So the Torah tells us as follows: Lo tatiru mimenu ad boker, ve'anotar mimenu ad boker ba'esh tisrofu. Which means, don't leave it over till the next morning. If you left it over, you have to burn it. That means that the Torah tells us what you do if you made the mistake. If you did the averah of leaving it over, you have to burn it. Meaning, there's now a new commandment of burning it. Just like the Torah says, lo tigzol, don't steal. Right? And then the Torah says, v'heshiv et hagezela. If you stole, you have a mitzvah to return what you stole. So that means if you stole, you get an averah. Do I get lashes for that averah? No. You know why? Because there's now a new commandment you've fallen into, which is returning what you stole. So too over here. Don't leave over the korban. Make sure to eat it all. If you left it over, now you have a requirement, a mitzvah, to burn it. If that type of situation, aseh after lo taseh, is not in violation of, you're not going to get the punishment of malkut. And the other reason he brings is a rule in general, This is called a lav she'en bo ma'aseh. It's a sin that there was no action involved in. Meaning, they had the korban, they ate. What was the violation? All they did was they didn't do nothing. They just left the meat there. The meat passed chatzot, they did the violation. They didn't do an action to do the sin. They just did nothing. And it's a sin, you still have to eat it in time, but it's called a lav she'en bo ma'aseh. So, lav she'en bo ma'aseh en lokina lav. A sin, there's no action to it, there's no lashes. For instance as well, lashon hara. Lashon hara, very big sin. Very, very big sin, right? But, if a person speaks lashon hara, there's no physical action, there's no lashes attached to it. There's probably a lot worse things, a lot of things. This destruction of the Beit HaMikdash happened. Bnei Yisrael got lashes, right? But on a personal level, there's no lashes. It's a lav she'en bo ma'aseh. So too over here, if a person left the Korban Pesach and unfortunately violated by not eating it in time, there's no lashes in that situation. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen. Rabbi Chananya, ben HaKashem Ratzah, Kadosh Baruch Hu, lezakot et Yisrael leficha ribar lehem Torah Moshe shene'emar Adonai Hafetz man tzidko, yagdil Torah ve'yadir. Amen.